Hello, Dan Pinkowski coming to you again from the International Hapkido Group. I had posted a video before about what we're about, and this is our Facebook page. We're not a federation or an association, we're a group of federations and association. And like I said before, we're going to go over what is required to maintain a black belt in Hapkido. Okay, this is the set requirements that I'm putting together with a lot of other people that are going to be in our group to basically set the standard like judo. When you get a first degree black belt in judo, you have a certain curriculum you have to pass, and once you do that, you got it. That is not the case with Hapkido. There's a bunch of us, like myself and a few others in Chicago, that were able to train with a legitimate Hapkido instructor from Youngin University for quite some time. From the time we got white belt till we got, I was up to fourth degree black belt before I got connected up with Kwang Sik Myung back in 1989. So what we're going to do is basically we're going to have this as a standard, and I also want to acknowledge a couple people that are now on our board of advisors and board of directors. Um, Dr. George Love just posted on International Hapkido Group. He's going to be bringing all of his expertise of Qigong and Chinese medicine to the table. Myself, I'm also a graduate of Zhejiang College of TCM in Hangzhou. I also went to Capital University of Medical Science in Beijing, and we ran acupuncture tours in the 90s with the doctors and medical personnel. So we're bringing back that into the fold of the Hapkido. Also, any of you that would be interested in, I have the whole complete chart of all the Hapkido people. Excuse me, of all the acupuncture points. I have that in a PDF form. So if you uh, inquire to me through Facebook, through the group, I'll send that to you in a PDF form. I think I'll put those up there a little bit later so people can download those. I want to congratulate and put my thanks out to three really big name professionals in the field. Dr. George Love, who will be involved with the Chinese medicine and doing that. I mentioned him. He's on a board of advisors and board of directors. Also, Dana Abbott. Now, Dana Abbott is a kendo person. He trained in Japan. His wife is Japanese, and he's one of the leading kendo experts in the United States. Was just on the cover of Black Belt magazine last year, and we have him on as a board of advisors because he is a kendo person, and sword play is a part of Hapkido in the higher level. So we have him on as a board of advisors and directors. Also, I had a very nice long talk with Ken Whalen, and Ken's out in Pennsylvania. He's a longtime Hapkido player. He did a lot of the videos with Kwang Sik Myung for the videos in the early years, and he did a lot of training with him. And he's another one of these people who is a legitimate long-term Hapkido player. We have a lot of the people, like I said, that go to the seminars that wear the black belts in Taekwondo, and we have to make sure that they know how to take a fall because that's always a problem. Um, so, like I said, this will be on the first book. This is textbook number one, and this is for 10th and ninth GUP. So this will take you quite some time to get through this. Now, people want to know, what is the requirement for Hapkido? You're not going to get a black belt in Hapkido in 2 years, period. If you do, it's not a real black belt, okay? It's garbage, okay? You're going to have to put some time in, okay? It's not like Taekwondo. In the older days, it took 5 years to get your black belt. Now they're like cranking them out and sell them like trading cards, baseball cards, So we don't want to do that. We want to set a higher standards. Qigong, acupuncture, police training, high standard, hard to obtain high levels. You got to work at it. You're not just giving it to you because you paid for it. We don't want that. And I'm doing this out of respect for Grandmaster Myung because he put more effort than anybody else, and he's not around to see this. So I'm kind of picking up the flag for him. Um, what is required to get a black belt in Hapkido? Okay, what is required? Okay, and I'm going to tell you this is the hours that are needed for white belt to black belt. Now, he has 10 GUPs. Now, you run your school your way you want to. You make any colors you want because it really doesn't matter until you get your black belt in Hapkido. Okay. Some schools have 10 belts. Originally, when I went to Hapkido, my original instructor, we had white, yellow, blue, brown, black. That's it. And it took about 5, 6 months to get to yellow belt. Okay. Because you had, throwing and rolling and break fall and kicking and all of that. But here's what is required. Um, from 10th cup to ninth cup, you got 60 hours of classroom time. And the next level is another 60 hours of classroom time. And then you got 8th cup, that's another 60 hours of classroom time. 7th cup, it's 70 hours of classroom time. 6th cup, 70 hours. 5th cup, 70 hours. 4th cup, 80 hours. 3rd cup, 80 hours of classroom time. 2nd cup, 80 hours. 1st cup, which is brown belt to or red belt, whatever system you want to say. But for 1st cup, it's 90 days. And then you must maintain what we call a temporary black belt for 90 days after that. And then you get your certificate and your black belt. So if you add that all up, it's um, about 5 years. Okay, so that's about what it's going to take. Um, what I want to talk about today is we're going to go into the book, and we have the bow and how to do your uniform and how to tie your belt, which most people don't even tie their belt right. I don't know how many tournaments I go to, the guys got it all twisted in the back, and it's a shame. It's really sad that highly disciplinary art that came from Japan and has now been watered down to be some trading card kind of stuff. It's kind of sad. Um, but the first thing they're going to be talking about is the uniform. Okay, and you'll see here he's explaining the uniform. Now I'm going to talk about this in detail here for you school owners. I know everybody likes to sell a belt and a uniform with your class, free uniform with your class, that's fine. But those are very flimsy uniforms and they're not going to withhold for Hapkido. Now, what I recommend, you don't have to listen to me, you can run your school your way you want, but to prevent injuries and to train hard, I recommend that anybody under black belt wear a single weave judo uniform because that helps when grappling, pulling, and then we also have what we call a dress uniform, a ceremonial. So some school owners may give a free uniform, a lightweight uniform away to with 30 days of lessons, free uniform with 30 days of lessons. That's okay to get people the beginning because in the beginning they're learning kicking and punching and stances and a little bit of rolling and how to fall. But once they decide they're going to be there for quite some time and really strive to get a black belt in Hapkido, judo uniform, period. You know, you're going to have less injuries. You're going to be able to train harder and put out better students. Now, the dress uniforms are all different according to different associations. Uh, some of the dress uniforms are black. The different systems are, and I'll show you some of the ones we have here. This one here, got here, it's from the Hanminjo, all Korea's Hapkido. And this is a traditional Kuksulwan Hapkido type uniform, which is used by Inhaksa and Insansa. This next one here is a dress uniform for black belts. And this is from the International Hapkido uh, Federation. And we have this here, and this is a little bit different uniform. and you can see what it's like. It's got the Kwan, uh, International Hapkido Kwan, and it's the International Hapkido Group. So I was given this as a gift when I was in China. One of these Korean masters came over to visit me in China, see our group, and he gave me this uniform as a gift. And then the one here, this next one is uh, this is a canvas, really put together well uniform. This one they could probably use if you're with this group in place of a judo uniform because it's pretty rugged. But if you're going to work out really hard, I'd still recommend a judo uniform. But this is from the World Hapkido Federation, and you see it's a traditional Korean dress. It's got the um, patch there with the Hapkido, and it's from the World Hapkido Federation. I don't have the WHF patch on it, but that's okay. And then this other one here, I was given this when I was in Korea by Insensa at one of the third annual Busan tournaments. And this is their master's uniform. It's a Hapkido. It has it on Korean here. That was a red. This is 14-year-old uniform, so this is all red. It's kind of faded in the time, but this is from the Hanminjo uh, Hapkido and Insensa's group. So that gives you some ideas of some of the dress uniforms that we have. Again, I'm not knocking anybody, but I really looking for people that want to do continuing education, bring up their standard of Hapkido to a higher level, and to require stricter measures for people to get black belt. It's been watered down by too many people, and that's not a good thing. Uh, I found out, anything that you have to struggle for, you have to work real hard for, you really appreciate it. When you get it, you're like, wow. But nowadays, it's like, hey, I come to class, I pay my money, give a little money here, and I got my certificate. Big deal. There's no excitement with it. You didn't have to blood, sweat, and tear it. You just had to pay for it. We're not into that. Okay. So this is the first set of videos I'm going to be making. Again, Ken Whalen, congratulations, be on board. I'm glad to be talking to you. Dana Abbott, I'm glad that we had an hour-long talk, me and Dana. I also talked to George Alexander, who's 10th degree of Shorin-ryu. He goes to Okinawa all the time. So we're trying to bring a bigger standard back to the martial arts. It got lost, it got lost in the shuffle. So we're going to use Master Myung's books here as a guideline of what's needed. Again, and then on the book, on the book here, that is for the uniform. That is on page 40 and 41 of this book. And for your school owners, get a hold of me. I can get these at discount for you. These retail for $40. I'll be getting these in as we're getting back to normal here in another week or so. So I'll have a stock of these on hand to buy and sell to school owners and students that want. And we're going to have like I said, the International Hapkido Group. We're going to have I don't know, we were going to have it this year, but with all this coronavirus stuff, I don't know. But we were going to have a 2-day workshop seminar and a Hall of Honors and Hall of Fame for 40-year plus practitioners in Hapkido. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for guys that, spent at least 5 or 6 years hardcore with one Hapkido instructor. And then from there built on it. There's too many people out there. We're like fourth degree, third degree Taekwondo, and they just hopped on the bandwagon and they just thought, oh, I've come a couple seminars and I'm a fifth degree black belt in Hapkido. Not. Okay. You're going to have to put the hours in, like I said. Um, that's about it. Here in Northwest Indiana, as soon as Chicago opens up again, we're going to be doing some police work with the Chicago Police Academy, and we're going to be putting a program together for Hapkido schools that can do that. Also, some other programs too. So, 65, I'm retired, and I'm going to put all my effort now into this International Hapkido Group. We have schools in Moscow, Beijing, um, Shenzhen, Hong Kong, Cairns, Australia, um, Guy in Sweden. We have some schools in Bulgaria. and we're working on the guy have a European representative. So we're going to get this all together. We're also looking at putting together a civil defense program for county by county, which will be kind of really nice because I'm actually working with several police departments. Actually, a couple of them are my students, our chief of police. So I've been at this for some time, and we'll see how it goes. I'm pretty excited about this. And Dan Pinkowski, and we'll see you soon. And also, we got some of the other guys, Jim Morowski from the Chicago Police Academy and Chicago Police Judo Club. He's going to be posting. Joe Conley is going to be posting some stuff. Dave Garrison, Dana Abbott. We're going to get a lot of things posted on here. And in fact, after this one, I'm going to post my video. I'm also going to post Dana Abbott's video too. Some of the things he does. Okay, we'll see you soon. And I'll be trying to make these as soon as I get back to Jim here. We'll be making quite a few of these. I'll be going through each book, and there's 5 books. So we've got a lot of stuff to cover and a lot of technical stuff. I will be making a better version of these videos. I got to get some equipment. I got to get a studio and things like that. We're going to edit some of this stuff, but it's going to work out okay. And I'm pretty excited. So we'll see you soon. And catch you on the flip side. And don't forget to subscribe and to hit the notification bell. All righty, we'll see you soon.